Brunswick Community College today on YouTube. It's the 2025 Dolphins pre-Thanksgiving Classic. It's day number 1, and our first game here at the Classic features the Harford Fighting Owls. They are 4-1 out of Region 20, taking on the Wake Tech Eagles. They are 2-4 out of Region 10. Hi, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you for all of this weekend's action. Thanks for hanging out with me, wherever you might be watching from. Let's meet the starters as we're about ready for tip-off here at Brunswick for the Fighting Owls and head coach Solomon Zurier. Today, it's number 3, that's Tony Pope. Number 4 is Trey Powell. Number 11, Junior Tudawan. Number 20 is Theo Hess. And number 22, Israel Bosange. And now for Wake Tech and the Eagles head coach Adam Wainwright. Number 3 is Charles Mathika. Number 4, Tequan Hawley. Number 12 is Andrew Navarro. Number 13, Jaden Shepard. And number 25 is Trey Manhertz. Been a couple of years since we saw the Fighting Owls here at Brunswick for this Thanksgiving Classic. This is a team that will play the host school Dolphins tomorrow at 3 p.m. A lot of Region 10 action for these Fighting Owls coming up. After this weekend, they'll be at the Caldwell Classic next Saturday and Sunday against Gaston and the Cobras. So, this Harford Fighting Owls team, a D1 member of Region 20 from Bel Air, Maryland, north of Baltimore, and the Wake Tech Eagles coming into town at 2-4. They will take on Catonsville tomorrow. That will also start at 1 p.m. And the Eagles have won back-to-back games entering this weekend after that 0-4 start. Keep in mind, 2 losses to Daytona and another to Polk State during that stretch. So, just about ready to go. Wake Tech is in their home whites and Harford in their road blacks. For Harford, it'll be Hess. And for the Eagles, it'll be Holly to tip it up. Both teams have a little bit of the injury bug. Neither team really at full strength. A lot of players out for Wake Tech. No Ben Ferguson for a little while. And Caden Tezick also hurts, and so is probably their best player at the start of the season, Saquon Harris. So Eagles start things off with a turnover, and that's not what this is a good Fighting Owls team at 4-1, a good start to the year. Powell gets it into the lane, throwing it up. Basenge can't tip it in as Tudawan tried for the second chance opportunity. So here's Mathika into the forecourt. Mathika. Holly trying to back down. Now he'll back it out. Gives it to Navarro. 3 ball by Mathika, and he is fouled. So Basange got him on the arm, and 3 free throws to start. This is a Wake Tech team. They have struggled from 3. In 3 of the last 4 games, they have shot under 20% from behind the arc. So that's really a good bailout there if you're an Eagles fan. Gives an opportunity for Charles Mathika to go to the free throw line. 58% three-point shooter as he gets the first point of the game. Brunswick Dolphins and Baltimore County Catonsville will be after our game. About a half hour after this one is done, approximately 3:30. I don't know about y'all in Region 20, but down here, these JUCO games are pretty much guaranteed 2 hours long. So about 3:30 for our second game. Again, it's all approximate. 2 out of the 3 are good. Tudawan got the rebound, and Pope will slow it down. Walks it into the forecourt. Zone here for Wake. Looks like sort of a switch-up zone, but a 1-3-1 maybe? That's what I'm looking at. Good deflection there. Navarro with the steal. Navarro scoop and score. Andrew Navarro averaging 9 points per game and 1.3 steals. He's got his first steal here in the opening minutes. And it's quickly, says 4-0 in favor of Wake Tech. There's a strip, back-to-back steal. Shepard this time for the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles, when you have one of your best scorers out, hesitation, attacking Matheka, got 2 from the free throw line. That's his first field goal. He's got 4 of the 6. Really nice start here for Wake Tech. The defense into offense on the last couple of possessions. Catch and shoot 3 by Powell. It's pure. Harford gets on the board for Trey Powell, 37% three-point shooter, 12.4 points per ball game. Good start to the year for him. Holly, all alone. Navarro bangs in a triple, and that's a good sign for Wake Tech. As I mentioned, they have struggled down the stretch here at the early start of the season from 3. And when you see that first one go in, even, not necessarily just one player, the whole team sees it go in, they kind of relax a little bit. That's going to be off of Holly out of bounds, so it'll stay with Harford. 12 on the shot clock here for the Fighting Owls. Fighting Owls have been off since last Friday. They beat Garrett College 82-77, so fresh legs to say the least, even though, again, they're not 100%. Holly, third steal already for Wake Tech. Eagles quickly. Navarro feeling good. He's got 5 points, but off on that. This is going to lead to an easy run out here, and the bucket is good for Powell. Assist by Pope. Tony Pope averaging 5.4 dimes per game. We're having a little bit of issues with our scoreboard, folks, so I'll just update you. It's 9-5, and we've got 17-12 to go here in this first half. Somebody was messing with our camera over there, and we'll fix it for you at the first time out. Shot clock at 2, slam dunk by Holly. So that makes it now 11-5 Wake Tech, 16:52 to go here in this opening half. Into the forecourt, Powell's got 5 points, gets it from Pope, back to Powell. Hot potato action between those two. Pope attacks, swings it up. Right wing triple. Nope, he's going to step inside for the midi. 2-1 is off. Holly into the forecourt. Matheka with 4 points. Here's Navarro. Holly. Now it's Shepard. Good ball movement here for Wake Tech, trying to find something against the Fighting Owls. Shot clock down to 7. 11-5 Wake Tech at the start of this one. And now we have a steal, so a little taste of its own medicine. 2-1 as his shot blocked and a late whistle, and that'll be a foul. So 16:03 to go. We're just underway. It's 11-5 Wake Tech, and free throws coming here for the Fighting Owls as opposed to the Pacifist Owls. These Owls are the fighting variety. Junior 2-1's 57% at the line this year. It's the first foul on the Eagles, so each team with an early team foul here in the first 4 minutes. First subs of the game for Harford, it's number 24, Donovan Peterson, coming in. Number 20, who am I missing here for? I thought there was a sub for Wake, but I guess not. So just the one sub. Actually, 2 subs. Theo Hess also in. 1 out of 2 at the line there, 2-1, as he goes to the bench. Full court press is on, and Peterson trying to say it was deflected. He loses the argument. No, they changed the call, so it is going to be Fighting Owls with the basketball here. So 11-6, Wake Tech, 4 minutes in, 16:01 to be exact here in this first half. Harford gets its second turnover of the game. Pope out deep. Peterson out to Pope from downtown. Front or side rimmed it, saved by Hess. Ball deflected, coming away with it, Navarro. He's immediately triple teamed, but they back off. Here is Pope into the forecourt. 11-6 Wake Tech here at the start of this one. 15:30 to go in the first half. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. And Pope is going to be fouled. It's a blocking foul, second team foul on Harford here in the half. We're going to go to a timeout. I'm going to try to fix the clock, folks. So if the commercials play and then it goes blank, don't worry about it. I'll be right back. Check, check. Hello. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you here. As I think we got the scoreboard back for you. 11-6, Wake Tech with the basketball. Fading to his left. Missing it was Holly. And here comes the Fighting Owls. Harper is in, gets it down low, and they're going to say that was goaltending, so they're going to wave that basket off here. Let's see if we can run that back real quick on the instant replay. That is an interesting call here. Let's see what we got. So that's the call. They're going to wave the basket off, so it remains a 5-point advantage for the Eagles. Owls, man-to-man pressure here, and Holly just getting it in. Matheka. Matheka spinning. Powell with the steal, and then he's going to get fouled by Manhertz. So both teams are 2 team fouls here in the early going. Both defenses have been very active here at the start of this one. We saw 3 steals already from Wake Tech. And we've seen a couple as well now as the Fighting Owls, if the first 5 minutes have settled down and they're starting to get more into their action. Jacoby Harper in the game with Pope in the backcourt. Powell with his 5 points. Number 12 is Lucas Simmons in for the first time as well. And Peterson, that's the 5 right now for Harford. Here is Pope throwing it up. Again, they try the alley-oop there. Simmons couldn't get it. Then it was blocked by Manhertz, but it stays with the Owls. Attacking Peterson, loses it. Manhertz takes it away. Here is Wake into the forecourt. Matheka, hands it off to Navarro. Navarro will back it out. Navarro has 5 points. Matheka with 4. Navarro attacking, and they blow the whistle. Third team foul on Harford. 3 of their 4 wins this year, Harford, against Region 10 teams. They might as well just join us down here at this point. They've played so many Region 10 teams. They beat Richard Bland by 2, double digits wins against D2 Pitt and Bryan and Stratton. Their lone loss this year was to Harcum by 12, 95-83. And there's a lot of teams that can say their only loss is to Harkham. That's a very good. Usually they're in the top 25. So a good start for the Fighting Owls. 2-0 on neutral courts so far this year. Come up empty offensively, though. Again, this man-to-man pressure. Pope, or excuse me, that's Harper on Matheka. Matheka into the front court. Matheka gives it up to Manhertz on the wing. Here is Navarro. Navarro gets around Palmer, who's checked in. Scoop shot, no. Put back, no, by Powell. Tip for the rebound. It's gathered by Powell. Powell. Ball fake, attacks, and as it stripped out of bounds, it'll stay with Harford. CJ Sorrell is in for Adam Wainwright's team, as is number 11. That's Ethan Reed. Meanwhile, coming back in is junior 2-1. Y'all on the YouTube chat, I didn't get a chance to talk to Harford before the game. If I'm mispronouncing anybody's name, straighten me out up there in Bel Air. Inbound goes to Peterson. I know I'm getting that one right. Palmer, and here's Harper. Harper, defense stays with him. Nice job there by Sorrell. Here is Palmer attacking. Palmer met. Gives it up to Peterson. Peterson has his pass stripped, but contact, they say. And I believe Manhertz is going to be the guilty party this time. Both teams now with 3 team fouls. Donovan Peterson, 50-50 free throw shooter on the season. Just 1.5 points per game. Getting some early run in this game and connects on his first from the line. VJ Solomon is in for Wake Tech. I believe Simmons came back in as well for Harford. So Peterson 1 out of 2. Skying for the rebound, Baker. 11-7. The offense has really gone flat both ways. We got another foul, this time on Harper. I know Wake fans are accustomed to this. I don't know in Region 20, but they call everything down here. We will have free throws today, y'all. It is guaranteed double bonus, both halves for both teams. I'm guaranteeing that. Especially both of these teams have been very physical at the start of this one. Been a good one, though. Good defensive battle. Wake Tech struck first, got the first 6 points. It's leveled off from there. 7-4 advantage for the Owls since that time. Another steal here. Bad pass. Harper picks the pocket, brings it up, tries to attack, takes it left of the lane. Pull-up is good. That's the first field goal, and it feels like maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And it's just a 2-point game. No ties, no lead changes yet. That's an easy call there. Harper knew it. And it's 5 team fouls already on Harford. Israel Basanj is coming back in for the Fighting Owls, replacing Peterson. Some changes as well for Wake Tech. Wake Tech's got Baker, Sorrell, Solomon. DJ Charles has come in the game, and that man, Ethan Reed. That's the 5 right now. Here's Solomon giving it up to Sorrell. Solomon will pull up, no good. Rebound by Tudor. Taken away. Bucket no good by Reed. And here come Harford into the forecourt. Basanj attacks, can't score, tipped rebound. Oh, Palmer had it swatted. Here is Reed in the front court. Reed into the lane, his pocket is picked. It's all defense here at the start of this one, and that is a bad pass. So sloppy start. And a turnover gives it back to the Eagles. We'll take a timeout. We got 11:40 left to go here in this first half, and it's 11-9, Eagles lead. All right, welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. 11-9. It's Wake Tech. They've led throughout, but it's been sloppy. Wake got 6 quick points in the first minutes, and they really only have 1 field goal in about the last 5 or 6 minutes. And Fighting Owls have closed the gap, haven't exactly taken advantage themselves. It's been a defensive battle, as you see. Full court press is on. So Baker into the front court. Sorrell and Baker playing hot potato against the man-to-man defense here for the Owls. Backing down is Charles. Scoops it out to Baker, 12 to shoot. Reed for 3, short. Palmer the board. Throws it ahead to Pope, leading assist man on the team, one of the better in Region 20. Palmer fell down and got a late whistle again, and I believe that's on Wake Tech. 16 fouls on Harford, now 4 on the Eagles. 11:06 left to go. Palmer inbound, ball deflected, picked up by Reed. Reed's got numbers, takes it himself, has it blocked, and then 2 guys for Wake going for the basketball, lose it out of bounds. So they're going to say that's off Harford, though, so it'll stay with the Eagles. That's a break for Wake Tech. They took one of Harford's fouls off the board. 5-4 the fouls now. You can kind of see it there on the scoreboard. Turnaround shot is no good from the baseline by Charles. Rebound Hess. Here comes Harford. It's Pope getting a screen. Swings it left wing to Palmer. In the corner, Fontina, who's in. Pope for 3. Side rimmed it, and that's going off Hess, out of bounds. Again, the full court press. It's been on every dead ball here for the Fighting Owls. Team in averaging 9.3 steals per game. So not a high number, but they love to press. Getting cut off was Solomon. Gives it up, Charles. Oh, nice pass by Charles. The big guy gets it to Baker. Baker with a nice cut. First bucket in a while here for Wake. They're back up by 4. Now Pope attacking. Corner pocket, Fonatia. 3 ball no good, and then over the back there on Bosange. Close to the midway point here in this opening half. Peterson is back in. Powell with 5 points. Returns for Harford. I think they're checking for wet spots out on the court there. This gym is always has moisture on the court, it seems like. Welcome to, Eastern North Carolina. You want to live by the beach, you got to have them towels ready. Looks like everybody's settled with that, and it will be Eagles basketball. Eagles Navarro with 5 points as that pass just goes out of bounds. This has been some wonky basketball here at the start of this one. Neither team playing very clean. Both teams' defenses are on point. Harford came in giving up an average of 73 a game. Wake Tech giving up 89.6, but remember, they played Daytona State twice and Polk State once. So those numbers are a little skewed. Powell gives it up. Here is Pope, left of the lane, lost it, got it back. Here is Fonatia. Off one leg, got it to go at the buzzer. 13-11, 2-point lead again. No ties, no lead changes. Wake Tech has been up the entire time, but it's been tight here at Brunswick. Oh, nice pass down low, coming from behind to swat it was Theo Hess with his first block. Wake Tech will have 13 on the shot clock as Matheka comes back in with his 4 points for the Eagles. I know the scoreboard's flickering on you guys. I apologize. Sometimes the first games are a little bit of a test run, so we're going to see if we can fix that for you at halftime. Matheka, Reed, short on the three, tipped up and in by Solomon, his first bucket of the game. Second efforts keep him Wake up by 4. Powell with 5 points. Good ball movement here by Harford, attacking Peterson, swatted by Charles. I was talking to Adam Wainwright before the game, and he mentioned a lot of his size is injured right now. This is still a Wake Tech team averaging 6 blocks per game. That's 8th in the NJCAA. Harris, who's not with us, 2.2 blocks per game. He's top 20 in that category. But as you see, even though they don't have a ton of size, they got guys like Charles, and they've got some wingspans that are conducive to blocking shots, even without some of their main guys. Peterson lost it, got it back, out to Powell for 3. Got another one. So the offense has struggled, but Powell having a great first half. Trey Powell with 8 points, 8 of the 14. 1-point game. Fighting Owls trying to take its first lead. See if they can get a stop as Adam Wainwright gets ready to make some subs. Matheka threw it up, put back no by Charles. Second time at the rim, no, and finally collecting Fonatia. Pope quickly into the front court, double dribbled with the basketball. So for Wake Tech, Navarro returns. Holly is back in, and Shepard. Reed stays out there, so does Charles. That's the 5 for Wake. $8:12 to go in the half. Holly will inbound it here. Holly, Navarro. I'm surprised they didn't come double. They sort of came in double, but in that awkward corner right near his bench. Matheka threw an absolute rocket, and it's through the hands of Navarro. Got to take just a little something off that one next time. Matheka, as you can see there, recognizing. Pope scoreless first half. Got a couple dimes. He's the man who is the quarterback of this offense. Gives it up. 3 no good by Peterson. Offensive rebound. Simmons had it stripped. Here comes Holly into the front court. Matheka driving right of the lane. Lost it out of bounds. That's off him. The officials are going to talk about it, but I think that's going back. No, they're going to say it's Wake. I thought that went off Matheka. think either way, we're going to have a timeout here. So we'll take time. It will be Harford basketball when we come back as they try to take their first lead of the game. All right, y'all. Hopefully third time's the charm. Ooh, I was running. But I think we got the scoreboard fixed, so it's not blinking for you guys. Apologize for that. Anyways, Wake Tech with the basketball, so I was wrong. Apparently, it was off Harford. I thought they had changed the call, but evidently not. Shot clock is winding down, though. It's at 2. It's at 1. There's a strip. Nice defense there by Pope. Quickly, front court, Fonatia puts it up. No good. A lid on the rim right now. 15-14 with about 7 minutes to go. Real low scoring half here for both of these teams. Again, a lot of key pieces out. Attacking off the mark was Holly. They've got numbers here and they back it out. Catch and shoot three. Fonatia has not had the stroke with consistency here in the first half. Just 2 points. Extra possession, though, on the tip. He's got the extra rebound. Peterson now on the left wing. Powell attacking. Powell, the one hot hand today. I think he thought maybe contact was coming. It did not come. And he's short on that one. He does have 8 of the 14 points. Wake Tech got the first 6 points of this game, courtesy of Navarro, and he stays hot. He's hit his second triple, lead back to 4 for Wake, and we have a timeout. So we'll take a break as well. 6:12 to go here. Actually, folks, we're not going to take a break, but I'm going to be messing with the scoreboard here. Again, y'all are my test babies here as we try to work out some of these issues that we've been having. It's my favorite thing to do, by the way, is troubleshoot. I don't know about y'all. I'm sure in your jobs, you all have to troubleshoot, you know? Like, why is the printer not working? All that kinds of thing. Well, that's what we're doing here. All right, I think that's good. So let's recap a little bit. We've got a low-scoring game, a lot of steals, a lot of defense. Full court pressure by the Fighting Owls has caused a number of turnovers on Wake Tech. Wake Tech had 3 steals in the early going of this half, helped them get some transition buckets. Navarro again with 8 points for Wake Tech. Powell with 8 points for these Fighting Owls. This is a Harford team that will shoot the three. 32.2 three-point attempts per game is 9th in the NJCAA. The problem is they're shooting under 30% from 3. They're 134th in that category. All right, back to action here as Pope brings it into the forecourt again. Pope guarded by Reed. Reed stayed with him the entire time. This has just been really good defense here by both teams. Few too many offensive rebounds if you're Wake Tech, though. They've given up a lot of extra chance opportunities. Actually, that's gone both ways. Simmons is fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. Again, on the YouTube chat, if you're in Maryland or other parts and a Harford fan, and I'm just absolutely not even close on some of the names, don't be afraid to straighten me out. Or you can just say hi, let us know where you're watching from. Love to hear from you on the YouTube chat. Donovan Peterson misses his first free throw. He is now 1 for 3 today. So Peterson, 50% on the year. And he stays at 50%. 3-point game. Into the front court, it is Matheka. Holly attacks. Holly hangs and scores his second basket. Lead back to 5. For Wake Tech, the biggest lead has been 6. Pope into the lane. Pope, nice aggressive play there. You don't see that often. Well, I shouldn't say that. We haven't seen it often today, but Tony Pope does average 17 a game. So we talked about him as the assist man, and yeah, that's accurate, but he's also the leading scorer on the team. So again, really the quarterback. And I guess in football terms, he's a quarterback who can, run and throw, if that makes sense. I don't know. Holly throws it up, and it's a late whistle, but it was a foul. Actually, haven't been a ton of whistles. Knock on whatever this material is. Oh, I was hopeful we had the scoreboard fixed. It's not. Somebody bumped it again. Sometimes you have an idea that you think is just great. And then you put it into practice, and it's just a disaster. And that's what our scoreboard has been today. We had the idea to move it so it was nice and centered. And now people who are walking around are seemingly going out of their way to bump into it. It's fine. Everything is fine. Holly with 4 points. Missed his first one. 3-point game. That's the 17th foul on Harford, by the way. So Wake will be in the 1-1. Holly now with 5 points. Mark Manhertz is back in for Adam Wainwright's team. It looks like Reed is going to go out. Into the forecourt, Pope. Stanton is in for the first time. Justice Stanton for Harford. Here as we wind down this opening half. Goes cross court to his teammate Peterson. Set out, catch and shoot 3, and air ball by Hess. Third time not the charm as Peterson had his shot blocked. And that's going to be a foul on 2-1 there. Just threw the defender to the ground. Matheka is going to go walk down to the other end and shoot this 1-1 here. Charles Matheka, 58% free throw shooter this year. Wake Tech can match its biggest lead here. Matheka with 4 points today. Make it 5. We've got people watching from New Zealand right now. What time is it in New Zealand? Y'all, I tell this story all the time, and I don't know if you guys are aware of it down there, but during COVID, the only sports that were going on when we were really in the midst of it during that summer was in New Zealand and then a little bit later in Australia. So we all here in the States got to know the New Zealand Basketball League very well. And as a broadcaster, I found their commentators absolutely great. They were awesome. So glad to have you folks. 7:44 a.m. They're still up from the night before in New Zealand. Just Stanton out deep with it. Trying to drive on Shepard. Ball deflected. Stanton picks it up in the backcourt. Shot clock at 5. Here is Peterson. Peterson top of the key. Contested 3. How about this defense? Man, Wake Tech has held Harford to 17 points. Down low. Holly. How about this defense? Harford has held Wake Tech to just 22. Or can they get 25? They cannot. Stanton with the good box out. It's a good rebound for a guard right there. Pope, runner over 2 defenders. I think Harford, and I know they like to play fast, and I love watching teams go up and down, but they need to take a beat on some of this. Bucket in the foul, back in transition. It's Manhurts. Now an opportunity for an and one. We got another timeout. We'll have the and one when we come back. Wake Tech enjoying its biggest lead now at 7. I was trying to look this up during the timeout. There was one player for the New Zealand Basketball League who was playing during COVID, and I was trying to find his name. He had this wild hair, and he was kind of a fan favorite. And one is good, so Manhurts with his first 3 points. Wake Tech has upped it to 8, and Harford's got to find something on this end. They've gotten a good game from Powell with 8 points, but nobody else is more than 2. Harper attacks, and again, everything has been contested. That's another. It's all late whistles. Navarro thought he had to stop, and then they blow the whistle after the play. So free throws for Harper, Jacoby Harper, just 33% from the free throw line. I'm gonna look that up at halftime. It's on the tip of my tongue, this guy's name. He was really, really good, and I think his team won the championship. There's also a lot of American college kids that will go down and play in the New Zealand Basketball League. They go all over the place. Harper missed them. Rebound by Wake. Mafeka with 5 points brings it into the forecourt, guarded by Palmer in the man-to-man. It's been all man for Harford and pretty much all zone for Wake Tech defensively in this game. Reed with the basketball, scoreless first half, gives it up. Mafeka now to Shepard. Shepard, oh, good little pass, but Manhurts had trouble with it. Shepard upset. He thought he had himself an assist. Instead, it's going back to the Fighting Owls. Mid-Atlantic region is, in this country, I believe, really underrated in basketball. There's a lot of talent in Baltimore, D.C. areas. Nice triple there by Powell. How about this? What a miserable offensive half it's been for Harford. But Powell's got 11 already. Lead back down to 5, 25-20 as we wind down this opening half. It's the Brunswick Pre-Thanksgiving Classic. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Chris Shima. Glad to be with you. Reed cut off, gets it up Mafeka. Holly spins, attacks, left it short, got bailed out again. So Holly will go to the line with 1:58 to go until halftime. Jared Kenny. Who in New Zealand knows that name? Jared Kenny, or is it? Yeah, it's Jared Kenny. He looks like kind of a straight edge guy, but that season when he was playing, he had that wild hair going, and his team was really something else. He was a fun player to watch. A guy outside of New Zealand that nobody would have heard of if it had not been for COVID. So Holly with 7, lead back to 7 for Wake Tech as Harper brings it front court. Peterson, Palmer back to him. I think the zone is going to be a topic of conversation for the Fighting Owls in the locker room. It's been a difficult first half against the zone as they turn it over again. How about Shepard with the steal, and then Wake's going to get a 30-second timeout call. We are winding down the first period. And the Eagles defense has them off to a 7-point advantage. We'll be right back. Everybody, 1:36 left to go in this one, in the first half, that is. And Wake Tech with a 7-point advantage. They've got the basketball. Here's Reed into the forecourt. 2-1 staying with him. Matheka out deep. Manhertz gives it up to Holly. Pass through the hands of Shepard. Throw ahead to Palmer. Palmer one-on-one goes to the glass and scores. First bucket of the game for Roy Palmer. Lead down to 5. It's been as high as 8 for Wake Tech. No ties, no lead changes. Wake Tech has led for the entire first half. It's been relatively tight, though, the whole time. So we're inside the final minute to play. Good patient offense there. Manhertz waits for his opportunity. 5-point lead, 29-22. Peterson, high pass, near side to Harper. Powell, double digits already. Finally misses one, and then they get the tie-up. Shepard says, I got thrown to the ground, but they call a tie-up. Jump ball possession arrow will keep it with Harford. That's really the only thing that's keeping them in the game right now. The Owls have been scrappy on the offensive glass here today. You mentioned both of these defenses have been on point. Harford came in forcing 22 turnovers per game, 9th best in the NJCAA. They've met their doppelganger here in Wake Tech, though, as the Eagles have another turnover here, and then that's going to be a foul on Peterson. I'm as hard on the officials as anybody, but I don't know what Peterson's upset with there. That is a no-brainer. 10 team fouls now on Harford, so double bonus for the final 27 seconds here for Wake Tech. Tequan Holly, 71% free throw shooter. So Wake Tech team a season ago went to the Region 10 semifinals. Adam Wainwright, new dad, Adam Wainwright. I think his baby is here. I thought I saw him. He was holding somebody's baby. I'm assuming it was his. 8 points now for Holly. Lead is 8 again for Wake Tech, so matching the biggest lead. Shot clock is off here, and we'll see. Harford will likely try to hold for the final shot. So offensive struggles for the Owls here in the first 20 minutes, but opportunity here to maybe get some momentum. They can get a bucket. Harper just kind of forced that shot, and Shepard will whip it front court, but it's short. Now, Wake Tech matches its biggest lead. We've played 20 minutes of basketball here at the Brunswick Pre-Thanksgiving Classic. It's the Eagles 30 and the Harford Owls 22. We'll take a halftime break of 15 minutes. You'll go away, take a nap down there in New Zealand, set your alarms for 15 minutes, and we'll be back. Don't go too far. Underway here in the second half. Game number 1 of the Brunswick pre-Thanksgiving Classic. It's the Wake Tech Eagles 30, the Harford Fighting Owls 22. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Glad to be with you all weekend long. Wake Tech fans, you probably know this. I do a lot of these remotely. Hey, there's another 3 by Navarro. Navarro now in double figures. He's got 11 points, 3 triples. And this is the biggest lead now for Wake Tech. Wake Tech gets a stop. Manhertz takes it away. We've had no ties and no lead changes. Hard foul there. Gonna send Matheka to the free throw line. He's really shaken up right now. That was a tough fall. I saw this yesterday. I was watching the end of the Phoenix Suns game. I don't remember who they. Oh, it was Phoenix and Minnesota, and there was a similar fall like that. You know, these young people. He'll be fine. The rest of us over 40, we'd be down for weeks. But right back up is Charles Matheka, and he will go to the free throw line and earn himself very 2 hard-earned free throws here. I'll run down the scoring in the first half for Harford. Powell with 11 points, a team high. Nobody else has more than 2 points. Palmer, Harper, Pope, Fonatia, and Peterson with 2 points each. 2-1 with 1. For Wake Tech, Navarro now with 11, matching Powell for the game's high. 8 for Holly, 6 for Matheka now. Manhertz with 5. Solomon and Baker with 2 points each. Rebound controlled by Hess. Into the front court is Pope. Bossain's traveled with the basketball. Kiwis, am I getting it right? Is it Fonatia? And I think I'm at least in the ballpark, but if not, let me know. Matheka into the forecourt. Shepard handoff to Navarro. Navarro gets it back. From the logo, no good. Ball deflected, batted around, coming up with it as Holly puts it up and in. Second player in double figures for Wake Tech now. Holly makes it a 36-22 game. This Wake Tech defense has been really impressive here today. This is a Owls team came in, not lighting it up offensively, averaging under 77 a game. But look at this defense. I mean, incredible. 100 miles an hour. Navarro's got a baker's dozen. It's all Eagles out of the gate. 38-22, Wake Tech. Adam Wainwright's team short-handed, and it has not mattered. They're going to get a timeout called here by Solomon Zurier. Not happy with the way his team has started this second half, and for good reason. They are down now 16 points. They'll take a timeout as well. Back to Brunswick. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. 20 on the shot clock here, and it's intercepted. Steal by Shepard. Shepard coast to coast. Couldn't get the bucket, but they call Peterson on the foul. That's a tough one on Peterson. Second team foul on Harford, and it is all Wake Tech. Just an absolute masterclass in defense here by Adam Wainwright's team. Shepard, 64% at the season from the line, misses that one short. Shepard scoreless thus far. Gets his first free throw there. Biggest lead now at 17 for Wake. Game that's had no ties, no lead changes. Close first half. First couple of minutes have been dominated by Wake. They almost get another steal here. Just relentless in the zone right now. And Pope is going to get some free throws. That's the way if you're Harford. Keep attacking this zone. Keep staying aggressive. You're not having a great offensive game. Get yourself to the free throw line. Let the ball go through the net. I think that's the basketball version of mindfulness right there, as Pope gets his third point. As you can see there, a little wet spot out on the court. Brunswick Dolphins and Baltimore Catonsville coming up half hour after this one is done. And then these teams will flip. Wake will play Catonsville tomorrow at 1. Harford will play at about 3:30 tomorrow. Could sleep in a little bit more in New Zealand. So 39-24 now. Matheka. Scoop over to Holly. Holly stripped, got it back. Shot clock still at 10 here for the Eagles. Matheka with the shot clock at 7 goes cross court. Baker for 3. Sold the contact there. It's a foul on Hess. Third team foul on Harford. 1 on Wake. Still 17-21 to go in the game. So Baker at the free throw line, 54%, averaging over 5 points per game. Baker up to 3 points here today. Biggest lead has been 17. Baker matches that. Now he can push it out by 1 more here if he can get this third one to go down. And he does. So all 3 are good. Baker up to 5 points, 42-24. For Harford, you're in this position, but there's still time. Got to execute the adjustments that were talked about at halftime against this zone. 2-1 drives in. Pope attacks. Pope. I think that might have been blocked. Baker comes away with it. Here comes Wake. Baker then has his pocket picked by Hess. Good defense. Throw ahead to Pope. Pope, easy layup. It's another way to get yourself back in it. Don't forget, this Harford team, very good defense as well. We're talking 22 turnovers forced per game. Ooh, that one almost went down. Matheka being aggressive. Bounce pass ahead to 2-1, who had trouble with it. Catches in the corner. Peterson. Hess. Catch, shoot, 3 by Powell. Got another one. Powell has been the bulk of the offense today. He has 24, or excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. He's got 14 of the 29. Still pretty good, though. Almost half the team's points. And it's a 13-point advantage for Wake now. 3-point ball as Holly goes to the hoop and scores. He's got a dozen now. Corner 3 is no good by Powell. Matheka to screen, top of the key. 5 subs ready to come in. Here's Baker. Holly, plenty of time on the shot clock here. Matheka will fire. No good on the 3. Matheka, oh, no look, dime. Shepard raises his hand. First field goal for Shepard. Nice dime there on the assist, Matheka. Pope looking for his offense. Pope, like I said, very dangerous. He's up to 9 points now. So Powell and Pope have combined for 23 of the 32 points. We're up to 7 subs now, ready to come in at the next whistle. Holly bounce passes it out. Shepard. Shepard the midi. Short. Holly had it stripped. Here's Pope into the forecourt. Pope swings it to Powell. Powell wide open. Missed it. Surprise there with the afternoon that he has had. Mafeka. Baker now. And the Eagles will slow it down here. Baker blocked but fouled by 2-1. So Baker at the line with 5 points. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll step aside, 14-20 something to go. I can't see it on my screen, but you guys know. We'll be back here in just a moment. That's me, Chris Sheeman, happy to be with you. 46-32, 14-23 left to go here in this ball game. Wake Tech has pushed it out to as much as a 17-point lead. Right now they're up 14. Baker with 5 points at the free throw line. And that one goes down. Free throws have been consistent here in the second half for Wake Tech. 4 team fouls for Harford. Still just 1 on the Eagles. Open look, Stanton off the bench, in and out on the 3. Stanton, Harper, Simmons in. Powell remains in. Palmer, that's the 5 right now. Good ball movement. And the open look goes down for Stanton. So again, a couple of triples starting to fall for this Fighting Owls team. It's a 13-point advantage, but been consistent, starting to get more consistent, I should say. Set the 5 for Wake Tech. Open look by Solomon, it goes down. So Solomon and Reed are in. Charles is also in. There's another 3 for Stanton, so hold your horses here. We got a 12-point game. All of a sudden, a track meet has broken out. Let's look at this. Up and down we go. Solomon scores. We had no offense in the first half. All of a sudden, Harper is way off there. All right, let me try to set the 5 now. So Baker, Charles, Solomon, Reed, and Sorrell. Those are the 5 on the floor. 3 in the corner, no good. Rebound by Stanton. So Stanton already with 6 quick points. Gets it to Palmer in the front court. Harper. Baker right in his face there. Again, zone all afternoon for Wake Tech. Here's Holly. Again, the ball fake, the alley-oop, and the little tip in there goes down for Simmons. It's his first bucket. Fighting Owls hanging around here. 12-point game again. Reed in the corner for 3. Rebound by Simmons. They can get it in single digits here. Nobody's back. Reed rushes back, fouls Stanton, and luckily for Reed, that bucket didn't go. Stanton with an opportunity to get his team within 10, and Adam Wainwright has seen enough of this 5. He's making a line change. Those starters are coming back. Second team foul on the Eagles. Stanton up to 7 points. Stanton, 67% free throw shooter, averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds a game. Here is the line change. So it's basically the starters are back in. Matheka, Holly, Navarro, Shepard, Manhertz. Stanton up to 8, so it is a 10-point game. This is as close as Harford has been here in the half. Full court press is on. They almost get a steal. Off the deflection, it came right to Shepard. Here's Holly. Holly attacks, scoops, can't score. It was met at the rim by Simmons there. Throw ahead to Harper. Harper lost the handle. It trickles out to Stanton. 3 by Powell. No. Rebound by Navarro. It was a ragged first half. We've gone up and down here in the second half. Right about the time that my espresso wore off. I was ready for up and down in the first half. Almost step behind here. Scoop and score +1 for Holly, who's got 14 now. Much needed bucket there for Wake Tech. Back to 12 for the Eagles. And we got another timeout. Team foul number 5 on Harford. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be back with. That's not my phone number though. That's an old phone number. So if you text that number, it could be some guy named Earl. I don't know, but that's not me. If you want to contact me, the email address. Don't use the texties. Holly at the line, up to 15 points. The and one is good, 55-42. Harford found itself down by 17, trying to work themselves back. We have our third team foul on the Eagles here. I want you all to know that I've given up on the scoreboard, by the way. I've tried. Y'all are stuck with it. At least we're not charging you. Some of these teams charging like $7, $8 a game to watch these games. Come on. We know better. We wouldn't do that to you. Nobody should ever have to pay to listen to me talk. Another foul, so they're starting to rack up here for Wake now. 4 quick ones. And it's Harper at the free throw line for 2. Jacoby Harper, 3.5 a game off the bench this season. He's struggled a bit from the free throw line. We'll take a poll here on the YouTube chat. If you want, I can just get rid of the scoreboard altogether. Or if you guys don't mind, that's flickering like that will keep it. So 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. It's back to a 12-point lead. Harper up to 3 points now. And turnover forced. They really have an opportunity here. Just plenty of time in this game. 12-point lead in today's game is nothing. Triple team in the zone. Here is Palmer. Palmer couldn't get it to go. Rebound by Shepard. Matheka. And Matheka is pushed out of bounds. All right, I got the poll on the YouTube chat. Try to vote before the next media timeout. If you want to keep it, we'll keep it. If not, we'll get rid of it. Navarro hits his 4th triple today. He's up to 16 points. 58-43. Here's a 3 by Stanton. He was starting to heat up, missed that one. Cleanup no good down low, but free throws are coming for 2-1. Junior 2-1, 57% at the line. Came in averaging 7.6 points, 3 rebounds a game. Shooting 33% from 3 as well this year. So quietly, Wake Tech pushed it out to a 15-point lead again. Harford starting to even things out in terms of fouls. 6 fouls for the Owls, 5 for Wake. Missed that one. And we're going to have a foul here on Harford. So we're going to walk down to the other end and shoot free throws. So it's Manhurst at the line now for a 1-and-1. Trey Manhurst, 50% free throw shooter. Seventh team foul on the Owls, still 5 on Wake Tech. And we've got a long way to go in this game. So Manhurst, this is the only issue now for Harford. If you're going to try to climb your way back, you can't send the other team to the free throw line right now. Wake Tech can match its biggest lead, and they do. So Manhurst's up to 6 points. 60-43, just like that. They leave Bosange alone. Free ball no good. Manhurst the rebound. Matheka. Matheka needs some help here. And they call five. When's the last time you've seen a 5-second violation? 10-14 to go here in the game. And good pressure there by the Fighting Owls to force a Wake turnover. Into the forecourt, it's Pope. Here's a 3 by Pope. Palmer, floater in the lane. Second effort opportunities, again, abundant today. Full court trap is on here for Harford. Matheka will back it out. Clock's your friend right now, even though there's still a lot of time in the game. You know, they're not necessarily going to kill the clock, but if you don't have the numbers, pull it out. Aggressive Navarro. Throw ahead to Palmer. Palmer off the glass and in. Palmer with 6. Lead is 13. Wake's been able to maintain a double-digit lead since going on that big run to start the second half. Navarro, Shepard attacking. Rocket to the corner for Matheka. Matheka doubled up. Shepard with 6 on the shot clock. Left it short. Pope the rebound. Throws it ahead to Palmer. Peterson is fouled. Donovan Peterson. That's also the 6th team foul here on Wake Tech. And everything that I said about the foul situation for Harford is also true for Wake. When you're up, you don't want to give your team the bonus. This is a Harford team on the whole has struggled from the free throw line this year. So both of them missed that time. Navarro now with the basketball. Fighting Owls have not led in this game. Wake got out to a 6-0 start. Open look, Navarro finally missed one from behind the arc. He had 4 triples, then it's just ripped away by Manhertz. What aggressive play there by Trey, who's going to go to the free throw line. Manhertz, I had him at 6 points. He's actually got 7. I was wrong. Now 8 for Trey Manhertz. Baker going to come back in for Wake with 7 points. Navarro goes out. I believe Pope came back in for Harford as well. So Manhertz misses one. Tip rebound comes to Shepard. Extra chance opportunity. We got a timeout here for Wake Tech. All right, let's see the poll. The poll says 60-40, keep the scoreboard, so we're going to keep it up for you. And we'll end that now, and we're going to take another timeout. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. 8:26 left to go in the game. It's 61-47. And it's Matheka with the basketball. So Eagles have 9 on the shot clock out of the timeout. Matheka gets it back with 4. Steps to the half circle, missed it short, but it came right back to him. He saw it, recognized, another extra chance opportunity. Both teams have had quite a few of those here today. There's a size mismatch with Palmer on Shepard. Wake had trouble finding him. Shepard's calling for it. Oh, what a job there by Palmer. That's what you do if you are in the mismatch, and now he's going to get free throws at the other end. Love that effort from Roy Palmer. That's how you play defense right there when you got the bigger guy on you. That bigger guy wants the basketball. First of all, if you're Wake, I'd like to see the pass go high. Just get it to him high, and then all he has to do is turn and score. They went low, and that gave Palmer a chance to reach his arm out and pick that pocket. Palmer now with 7. But anytime you've got a mismatch, if you're the guard, you get it to that big guy, you throw that thing up in the air. Don't bounce pass it to him. And if you're the defender and they do bounce pass it, kid in a candy store time. So Palmer now up to 8 points. It's down to 12. Matheka into the forecourt. Baker. Matheka cuts to the hoop. Extra pass. Good offense there. Shepard now with 5 in the game. Good response there from the Eagles. Again, every time Harford's made one of these little mini runs, the Eagles respond. They get a steal here. It's Baker. Baker got it to go. Tough contested basket by Baker. Lead out to 16 just like that. Here's Palmer for 3. Got it to go. Palmer with 11. Baker throws it ahead to Shepard. Shepard. Ball tipped, steal by Pope. Ooh, Pope almost ran out of real estate over there. Harper, Powell. Powell's been hot today. That's a kickball. Shot clock's at 21, though. With still 6:52 to go in the game. 2-1 will come back in. Both teams in the 1-1 right now. Palmer into 2-1. Turnaround bucket off the glass. That's his first field goal. Lead is 11. So here comes Harford again. Now let's see if Wake Tech can keep responding. Wake Tech's been in the driver's seat all afternoon, courtesy of that zone defense, especially in the first half, held Harford to 22 points. Put back, no. Put back, rejected. 2-1 got that block. Charles stays with it, no. And it's deflected out to Powell in the corner. Palmer into the front court, 2-1. Sit out to Harper. 2-1. Fakes the pass back to Harper. Here's Powell on the wing. Powell. Good aggressiveness there, just better defense that time for Wake Tech. Eagles need to push it back out here in the driver's seat, but want to close the door as we approach 5:40 to go in the game. Matheka. Here's Holly. And it's another turnover. Defense picking up for the Owls in transition. Pope scores. Pope is in double figures with 11. And we have another timeout. 5:28 left to go. The lead is single digits for the first time since very early on in this second half. Don't go anywhere. This one far from over. Back to Brunswick, everybody. Dolphins and Catonsville will be our next game. Again, approximately 3:30. This full court press is back on for Harford. They have closed the gap down from 17. It's single digits now, the palindrome at 65-56. Wake Tech brought Navarro back in. Reed is in. Reed's pass almost deflected, but Baker got there in time. Now Navarro out near midcourt. Charles has come back in. Shepard's still out there. Here is Reed. Set out to Baker. Baker, tough angle, got it to go. Into the forecourt now, it's 2-1. Backing down. Powell over to Harper. Pope, cut off. Harper swings it out. Pope for three. Ooh, in and out. That would have been a nice one. And then Baker got poked in the eye, which led to a scrum for the basketball. I think we're going to get a jump ball here. Possession arrow would favor Harford. I've not seen a signal. All I've seen is a timeout. So it looks like Harford, no, now they signal jump ball. Why are they going to the benches then? This is not a timeout then. So I think Harford thought that they had possession in the timeout. Well, they do have possession on the jump ball, just no timeout. So lead back to 11 for Wake, but extra chance opportunity here for the Owls. Harper, oh, backdoor was open. Harper is now up to 5 points. 67-58. I think it took a minute. There it goes. Navarro handoff to Matheka. Shepard. Matheka, and now Baker. Shot clock at 9. Baker attacks, gets it to the cutter. Shepard lays it up and in. Again, the cutting today for Wake Tech has really helped them maintain a double-digit lead for most of the second half. Harford finding their game on this end of the court, though. Another three. Powell missed it back iron. Ball batted around. Harper had it blocked. Second block at least for Charles here today. Navarro throws it ahead to him. Charles stripped. It's through the hands of Navarro. Into the forecourt. Pope scoops it back to Powell. Powell fakes the three, attacks, draws contact, count it. Owls can get within 8 now, with still 3:31 left to go. Manhertz will come back in. Hawley back in. And actually, we're going to go to a timeout. 69-60. Don't go anywhere. All of a sudden, we got a 3-possession game. We'll be back. Back at Brunswick, all of a sudden, three possession game, 17-point lead by Wake Tech, couple different times here in this second half. Harford has climbed their way back. Powell at the line for a free throw. Both teams with 8 team fouls, so both teams in the bonus over the final 3:31. So Powell completes the old school three-point play, a game-high 17 for him today. Shepard lost it out of bounds. They say it's off Harford, though. Went off the knee, I think, of Harper. Wake Tech will have 7 seconds to get it across here as Holly gets ready to inbound it. Navarro, Matheka. Navarro into the front court. Oh, they look for the cut, but it's a bad pass. Harper was in front of it. Harper into the front court. Wake scrambles back. Pope. What a pass to Palmer. Extra pass to Harper. Yes. Harper with 8. It's a 5-point game. This shorthanded Wake Tech team will have to respond now as all the momentum with the Fighting Owls. Navarro pull up, got it to go. Big shot there. Navarro now with a game-high 18. He and Powell trading back and forth here. And an offensive foul is going to be called there. Ooh, knee problems. So we have an injury timeout here with 2:22 to go in the game. Wake Tech will have the basketball up by 7 when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. So Matheka was injured, and he is going to come out now. Actually, we're going to have a timeout, so we're going to go away again. 2:22 left to go in this one. We'll be back. All right, welcome back, everybody. We've got 2:22 to go. Wake Tech gets the ball on the offensive foul. Matheka goes out of the game. Hopefully he'll be okay tomorrow. You can kind of see him running in the background of your screen there. Navarro pull up in the lane. Got it to go. Navarro with 20. The lead is 9. Still time here for the Owls. It's getting a little bit bleaker, but there's still time. Their threes have gone down much more consistently. That one way off, though. Rebound controlled by Manhertz. Throw ahead to Reed. Reed puts it up and in. That might do it with the lead at 11. Reed with his first bucket. Attacking is Harper. Nice job not fouling there by Wake. you don't mind that bucket going down necessarily. Into the forecourt, Baker, who came in for Mafeka. And now Navarro. Well, Wake Tech is looking like they're going to get a very hard-earned victory against a talented Harford team who, quite frankly, it just came down to not shooting the ball well in that first half. Both teams' defenses were on point in the first 20 minutes. It was that little run that Wake Tech went on. They went up by 17 early in that in this half, in the second half. Navarro up to 21 in the game. And then Harford kept coming, but you know, when you have to exude that amount of energy trying to work yourselves back into the game, it's difficult. Because what happened is they came back, cut it to around 10, and then Wake pushed it back out to 17. So you have to make that deficit up multiple times in a game. It's really challenging, but credit Harford, they stayed with it, and hopefully the offense that picked up today will be a sign of things to come for them tomorrow against Brunswick, if you're an Owls fan. Free ball in the corner, no good by Stanton. Palmer gets it out. Pope tries it from three, no, and that's going off. Wake Tech out of bounds. With 1:08 left to go here in the game. I've got approximately 3:40 if you're a Dolphins or Catonsville's fans looking for our next game. I'm going to say approximately 3:40. Should start before that. We'll see how long the last minute of this game takes. Wake gets another steal. Shepard. That ball was kicked. So it'll stay with the Eagles. 52.6. Reed to inbound. Shepard. It is kill the clock time. Shepard had it poked away. Trickles out to Baker. That one grazed the rim, but that's it. But that doesn't matter. They ran all of the shot clock. They will let Palmer go. That should be a goaltend. So that should be a goaltend there for Palmer. The bucket is good, and it's an 11-point lead. I also probably should have been a foul there. It looks like he got pushed in the back. So the shot clock is off here. Wake Tech can play keep away with it. And they're going to dribble this out. Well, they're not. They're going to turn it over. Palmer with the steal. Palmer is not done. Had his shot blocked. It's followed up. Bucket is good by Stanton. It's a moot point with 5 seconds, but Stanton now in double figures. So Stanton now with 10, 67% free throw shooter. Al's going to lose for just the second time this season. First time on a neutral court. Wake Tech going to go to 3 and 4. And again, that tough schedule that they have played has paid dividends here today. So that'll do it. Your final game number 1 at the Brunswick Thanksgiving Classic. It's Wake Tech 77 and Harford 69. Wake Tech back in action tomorrow at 1 p.m. against Catonsville. Harford will take on Brunswick at approximately, again, 3:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. We got to go, folks. Our next game is coming at you. It's the Brunswick Dolphins and Baltimore County Catonsville. And if you're a general fan or you just love good people in basketball, well, head coach Brunswick, Walter Shaw, is going for win number 500 in his career. We all know what a monumental thing that is for any college coach, and one of the best people in the business. So I know most of you only have general interest in this game, but if you're a Harford fan, you want to do some scouting for tomorrow. If you're a Wake Tech fan or just a Region 10 fan, highly encourage you to come on back in about a half hour from now for our next broadcast. Actually, it looks like only 19 minutes from now for our next broadcast. It should be if the Dolphins win, a very special one. So we're going away. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for our next contest. Don't go too far.